Cyberpunk city in Minecraft, who doesn't want one? Today we gonna build this sick cyberpunk city that you can use as your own in any world. All the files will be down below, so let's get started. Starting off, I created a new world set to creative mode. Creative mode is obviously the easiest way to build something like this without worrying about resources or anything like that. But keep in mind that you can do this in any game mode. You just might need a little bit more time and planning if you're playing in something like survival mode. So for the base, I'm going to start off by making a giant square of concrete. This is going to be the center of the city, and all the buildings are going to be built around this. Feel free to make yours a different shape or size, but I recommend sticking with something simple like a square or a rectangle. Next, we're going to take some dirt and start building up the walls of our city. We're going to leave one side completely open for now so we can get into the city. And then we're also going to leave the very top open. We're going to fill in these gaps later on, but right now we just want to focus on getting the walls up. Once you have the walls completed, feel free to add on any other details you think would look cool. I took some stone and made a border around the edges. This isn't necessary though. Then I got some vines and gave it a try at making a wall hanging planter thing. Again, totally optional. But so far we've got this. It's looking pretty good. Now we're going to move on to the roofs. I used light blue wool to give it kind of a futuristic neon look. If you don't have any wool, you can always use concrete or even glass. Whatever you decide to use, make sure to cover the top of the walls as well as the inside. Now you can fill in those gaps we left earlier. I filled mine with glowstone to give it a sort of Tron-looking vibe, again, totally optional, and then for the sides, I used this black and white fence. I know it doesn't really look like a fence. But trust me, it will later. Now we're going to move on to the streets. I'm going to use this cobblestone material for the streets. I really like how it turned out, and it fits perfectly with the fence we used earlier. Make sure to leave a gap between each section of road so you can actually drive through them. Also, you don't have to stick to the roads. Feel free to explore and make some sweet jumps. Oh, and watch out for cacti. At this point, I like to add some vehicles. So I used this motorcycle and drove around placing street lamps. The street lamps were made with this tutorial from Brian. Huge shout out to him. Then I used this car and did the same thing. Place some street lamps. These cars and motorcycles can be found in the description down below. Moving on, let's add some color. I used these command blocks to spawn in some neon lights. I put 2 of them on every single street lamp pole. The command to spawn these lights in is also in the description. Feel free to play around with the colors. I went with a purple and pink theme for my city. And finally, let's add some people. I used this custom skin for all the NPCs, and then I placed them around the city using this scatter command. The command to spawn the NPCs in is also down below. And there you have it, your very own cyberpunk city. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you use this in your own world. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out.